How to get the mean or the average of group data. To get the average of the group data, we get the sum of all the products of frequencies and class midpoints and divide it by the total number of observations. How to get the mean or the average of group data. To get the average of the group data, we get the sum of all the products of frequencies and class midpoints and divide it by the total number of observations. Since we already have the data about the frequencies of each class, we now proceed with determining the class midpoint of all the classes. To determine the midpoint, you need to get the average of the upper class and the lower class limits. For our example, we will use the formula equal sign, open parenthesis, the lower class limit of the first class, which is 18, plus the upper class limit, which is 24, close parenthesis, division sign, and 2. Click enter, and the number that will appear would be the computed midpoint. To get the midpoint of the other classes, just repeat the same procedure. After getting all the midpoints, we now proceed with getting the product of the frequency and the class midpoint. To get the product, we use the formula equal sign, open parenthesis, the cell of the frequency of the class that we would want to determine the product, asterisk to denote the multiplication sign, and the cell where the class midpoint is. Close parenthesis and click enter. Get the product of the frequencies and midpoints of the other classes, just drag down the lower right corner of the cell, and automatically the products will be generated. Let us now determine the sum of all the products. To get the sum, use the insert function button, type sum at the search for a function tab, click go, and click the sum function. Click OK and highlight the values that you would want to include in the analysis. Click OK and automatically this will be the sum of all the products of the classes. To get the mean, you need to divide the sum of the products by the total number of observations. In our case, we will use the formula equal sign, open parenthesis, the cell where the sum of all the products are indicated, divided by the total number of observations, which is 115. Close parenthesis, enter, and this will be our mean for the group data.